If this movie had been bad, I would have opened with something snarky, more like Project Fail Mary. Or if it had been amazing, I would say puts the stellar in interstellar. But I'm kind of in the middle, so start the review. Every few years, it seems like we get a big budget sci-fi blockbuster like Gravity, Interstellar, Arrival. Project Hail Mary is in that tradition. It's helmed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the brain trust behind the Lego Movie, the 21 Jump Street series, and the solo Star Wars movie that never came to be. They finally get the chance to do big budget sci-fi on the screen, and with Ryan Gosling no less. So is this a mission worth taking, or does it never achieve liftoff? Ryan Gosling plays science teacher Ryland Grace, who wakes up on a spaceship with no idea how he got there, only that he's on a mission to save Earth. Slowly through flashback, he and the audience discovers that the sun is dying because of some unknown organism, and apparently it's up to Grace to save the day. He'll have to use his ingenuity, his knowledge of science, and some surprising help from an organism not of this world. What follows is kind of like a buddy comedy in space that's a little Interstellar, a little The Martian, and a little Alf. Can Grace believe in himself and the power of friendship to save not just Earth, but maybe our entire galaxy? From that plot description alone, you can tell this is a hard-on-its-sleeve movie. This is sci-fi that believes in humanity, believes in cooperation, but ironically believes in one dude just saving the whole day. And if your movie is just about one dude, well, Ryan Gosling is a good one to have, because he blends earnestness with physical humor with patheticness, so he's an easy underdog to root for. He's a true movie star who can make us laugh and make us cry. And you need a movie star like him, because this movie is damn near 160 minutes. But it's coming from Lord and Miller, the guys of too much. They gave us the Joke a Second Lego Movie. They gave us the Joke a Second 21 Jump Street films. And they helped shepherd the Spider-Verse movies. And it's that buoyancy in animation that they bring to sci-fi. With a big budget blockbuster that's more about problem solving than mindless action, too much is still a good thing. And when you take an actor like Gosling, who has incredible chemistry with anything and everyone, especially here where it's chemistry with an anything, well, you basically have an automatic winning combo. So once we get to the buddy comedy portion of this movie, where Gosling is interacting with an alien life form he affectionately dubs Rocky, one of the most singular and adorable alien visions we've seen since, I mentioned Alf, but E.T. maybe? And that's when you see the movie not trying to be an Interstellar or Gravity ripoff, but kind of turning into something more heartwarming. Now that's not to say there aren't stakes and adult humor, but there is a sense that Lord and Miller are sacrificing a little of the story for a more four-quadrant crowd pleaser. Because once we get to the end, where things really get dire, you get a little bit of sense that Lord and Miller have pulled their punches to keep that crowd pleasing going. Now, I haven't read the novel on which is based by Andy Weir. He wrote The Martian, and this is very much in that same vein. A single guy on a single mission, trying to survive, problem solving, that celebrates humanity in all its ways it can collaborate. That movie was about one guy saving himself. This one is about one guy saving an entire galaxy. So maybe the storytelling structure here is similar to the novel. But the choice to have Gosling pre-space mission on the ground at NASA and with a bunch of other scientists pieced out to us via non-linear flashbacks that interrupt the flow of the movie, you start to wonder if maybe it would have been better to just tell this linearly. I get wanting to start with the action first, wanting to have him on the spaceship immediately and set up what the problem is, but then you have the issue of his character starts with amnesia, and the movie withholding how he gets to the spaceship as kind of a twist at the end that doesn't really have a payoff, except it gives us more thematic information about the Gosling character that would have been helpful at the beginning of the film, but we don't get till the end, which is kind of not a good way to tell a story. Lord and Miller know how to tell a story, so it's a bit of a baffling choice. That said, they handle the visual effects and the space adventure part of this movie excellently. They use CGI, but in smart ways. And they always bring it back to Gosling and his alien buddy, who form a friendship here that I swear is going to influence little kids seeing this movie for the first time for years to come. Let's be honest, we live in cynical times, so sometimes we expect our movies to reflect back onto us. This is not a cynical movie, but it's also not a naive one. It has its goofy humor and wears its heart on its sleeve, but it's too well made and too well acted to be a complete write-off. It's nowhere near in the vein of Interstellar or Arrival or even Gravity. But sometimes you just want to see a guy who's really good at his job, talking to an adorable alien, and saving the world. Project Hail Mary is too much of a good thing. It's too much humor, too much heart, and too much sci-fi mumbo-jumbo. But fortunately, it has Ryan Gosling and the most adorable alien this side of E.T. to keep it flying. I have issues with the storytelling structure and it's way too damn long, but I give it a respectable 3.5 stars out of 5. If you like this review, please like and subscribe or follow me on Letterboxd at RamirezS316. I wish I had an alien pal named Rocky. All I had was a hamster named Rocky who would climb up the top of his cage and jump off, and basically killed himself after 2 weeks. I'd like to see Lord and Miller make a fun, heartwarming movie about that. Ha!